telling your story, even if this means being broken, becoming visible, and often seen as tragic, is the most extraordinary way to go through your life and witchcraft. My daily effort in this forum is to have you step into the fog and through the dust, sweat and blood help you burn off that fog and get you on the other side of it, free and enchanted again, in the knowing that everything can be transformed by your deliberate attention. I feel that stop pretending everything is okay in this life is definitely one of the biggest accomplishments. Trauma has the power to shatter us into tons of parts that, like a marionette, hold the strings and tend to have very different opinions on how we should run our lives. The worst trauma I know of is the trauma in the closet. So my best advice to you who are watching this right now is howl, roar, tear apart, erupt, burn down, cuff the dust, claw the skin off, lie down on the battlefield of chaos, die, and from the bloody ashes be reborn again. Who am I invoking right now? Who am I calling into this healing coral today? Our Lord of Chaos, Loki. He is a breaker of realities, and trauma is most certainly a reality, not merely an emotional state or a mental space. Trauma thrives on the frozen slates of the land of Isa, because this reality wants us stuck in the freeze, stuck on the frozen slates. So melt with Loki, melt your reality with him. You see, in his hands, all emotions are valid. He is the breaker of the trance, who has the power to help us regain our own sovereignty and get our power back. Working with Loki to heal trauma is not for the faint of heart, and victimhood and martyrdom do not really seem to rest well in his presence. The energy of Loki will help you not regress and linger in helpless feelings, but to shift out of those feelings by understanding we cannot simply keep the black poison away. We can instead draw it in and alchemically transform it into a nourishing mead. What's the memory from your childhood that still hurts? You can probably remember the space where it happened, perhaps the smell of the person or the smell of the room, or maybe even the date and the time. Loki is asking you to meet that pain right now. For the upcoming 7 days, I would head into nature, draw with a piece of charcoal the rune Turisar on the top of your right foot. Place a stone on top of the rune, feel the heaviness of the past on your foot first, and then start feeling that the energy inside of you is, as a matter of fact, malleable. Now push those relics away, kick that stone away, and wash off Turisar with compassion.
Tell me your secrets every night. I'm pulling you closer when we fight. This strange apparition in my heart. It feels like it's tearing me apart all over again. Yet it's healing from within. This secret code and I hope to find, and I know it's always been mine.
You change the approach to to the relics, the outcome will change too. Now repeat, Loki, the emotions you invest me with are confusing, unsettling, and running wild. I know the broken is not healed, but you have me see and feel. I endured and survived the dark caves. There are times in this life where, like Loki, we need to go deep inside the dark caves of the mountain, where the past, the relics, the scars, wounds, fears leave us tied to the sacrificial rocks, shouting in pain, while the poison dripping on our face fills our mouths, and we can stop shouting and find the stillness to focus on standing up and cut those ties binding us to the rocks and walk away free again. And to those of you who are wondering, why Loki? Remember, fire spirits have been sitting with us for thousands of years, and if we sit long enough with them, we will understand how mandatory for this human experience of ours is to fall in love with freedom and courage every day. This is how strongholds crumble and the chains of past conditioning can be broken, and we can become alive in the gods again and again.